this is our second section on elasticity, and I want to focus on the third idea to infer elasticity, and this is called the total revenue. You can call it method or test. Let's call it test, because you're not really calculating anything as in the other ways of doing elasticity, but it's a way to infer elasticity based upon the total revenue of the company. Total revenue, what is it? Total revenue, we can call it TR is equal to the price times the quantity. This is only the revenue, we're not considering cost. Now, if you look over here, we have a demand curve, we have a price of 5 and a quantity of 8. What is the total revenue, you may ask? 5 times 8, last time I checked, was 40. This is the total revenue for this particular price quantity combination. And now upon a whole demand curve, you can look at the different price quantity combinations and see what happens to your revenue if you change the price. So we've got the first one. This is TR equals 40. We can start from up here. 9 times 4, TR 36. Seven times 6, TR 42. 3 times 10, TR 30. And then 1 times 12, TR equals 12. We've got these total revenues here, and you can kind of see that as if you keep on raising the price up to a certain, if you keep on raising the price, if you raise the price here, you're actually increasing your revenue, but beyond a certain point, and I think it would be right here, if you raise your price further, your revenue is going to be going down. So this just shows that you can raise your prices, you can't raise your price forever, and if you do, your revenue is going to suffer as a result. We call this a total revenue test because there's a general relationship, and we can draw it right here. You'll see it done in different ways. Let's see. Price, drop price, TR, TR. If you raise your price and your revenue goes up, your demand is inelastic. If you drop your price and your revenue is going up, like here, you're dropping your price and your revenue is going up, you are elastic. If you raise your price and your revenue is going down, it's elastic. And if you drop your price and your revenue is going down, it's inelastic. Just remembering that if it's elastic, PE is greater than 1, and is inelastic, PE is less than 1. So let's look at some of these elasticities, and let's see if this really holds true. Now I use the midpoint method. I won't go through the calculation. You can do it on your own, but the elasticity between A and B is 8/5. The elasticity between B and C is 6/7. Elasticity between C and D, we've calculated it before, is 4/9. And finally, between D and E is 2/11. So on the inelastic portion, if I raise my price, my revenue is going up. So we're right here. This portion here corresponds to this right here. But if I continue to raise my price, I am losing revenue. So now I'm over here if I'm raising my price. And vice versa for the drop in the price. If I drop my price and my revenue is going up, I'm on the elastic portion. And if I drop my price and my revenue is going down, I'm on the inelastic portion. This also shows that the elasticity changes along a straight line, unlike slope, which does not change along a straight line. And that's because we're using percentage changes, and slope does not necessarily use percentage changes. So our bases are different. So I believe that's it. That is our total revenue test. And this, like equilibrium, kind of brings everything together for elasticity. Now, in this chapter, we also have elasticity of income and supply and related goods, but the ideas are still basically the same with regard to the downward sloping demand curve, total revenue test, midpoint method, and percentage. Okay, that's it for Chapter 5 and elasticity.